Hello everyone, my name's Sinead from Sauzeonline, and the purpose of this video is to bring you a beginner's guide to Sauze. We get asked a lot if Sauze is a good resort for beginners. Now, it's advertised as an intermediate's paradise, and that's true. There's some amazing wide red runs, links over to other parts of the Via Lattea like Sestriere and San Sicario. So it is a wonderful resort for intermediates. However, I think it can also be a lovely, great resort for beginners. And the idea of this video is to give you a few hints and tips if you're thinking about coming to Sauze, or you are coming to Sauze as a beginner, to hopefully give you a better experience. So the first thing to point out about Sauze is that the beginner area is partway up the mountain. So right now we are above 2,000 meters in the area called Sportinia, and this is where our beginner slope is. So you can see here, that's quite unusual. Most ski resorts have the beginner area at the bottom of the village. Now I think it's really nice. Few advantages to being up here at 2,000 meters. Firstly, the snow. Certainly at the start and the end of season, we definitely have better snow up here rather than down in the village. It's also nice, you can see in this area in Sportinia, we've got lots of bars and restaurants. So if you're in a group, if you're in a group with friends who have skied a lot before, then you can meet up for lunch partway up the mountain. They won't have to go right down to the village to meet up for lunch. And the other nice thing is the views. You will want to know how to reach Sportinia as a beginner. Now Sauze has 3 chairlifts that come out of town. First thing to mention is please don't take the Clotes chairlift. That chairlift is only suitable for people who can already ski. We did record a film a few years ago that shows you how to get to Sportinia from Clotes, and I will put that link in the description. But yeah, please, if you're a beginner, even if you're with some friends who can ski and they're trying to persuade you to come on the Clotes lift, please take my advice and do not take the Clotes lift. It is tempting, it is the closest as you're walking through town, it's the one that you see, but a few minutes walk further out of town, you will find the Sportinia chairlift, and that's the best lift that you can take because the top of it reaches right into the Sportinia area. There is a third chairlift in Sauze called Jovenso. Now it goes from Jovenso, which is the village just below Sauze. It's also possible to use that lift as a beginner. However, I would say actually if I pan the camera around now, you can probably just make out in the distance, that's the top of the Jovenso chairlift. Those people that are skiing down, you do have to ski down this short area, and then you can see we've got Sportinia behind us. It is possible to walk down from the top of Jovenso, but not really advisable. So if you've never ever skied before, I would say the best option is to get to the Sportinia lift. Now to get there, as I said, it's probably about a 10-minute walk from Sauze. There is also some of the hotels have a shuttle bus. I know La Torre and the Shabberton Lodge, so a few hotels will shuttle you to the bottom of the lift, and also all 3 ski buses in Sauze end up at the Sportinia lift. So the blue, red and orange lines all go to Sportinia. Bus tickets, you do pay for the bus. It's €10 for a ticket that lasts all week. So that's probably, if you're here for a week, that's the best one to get. And it will then, all the buses drop you in the car park area at the bottom of the lift. So here we are at the bottom of the Sportinia ski lift. This is where you will come to get on the ski lift. So the buses drop you in the car park. You can just see the car park just below me. Sorry about the wind noise, it's a little bit windy here. There's also a ticket office, so if you do want to buy your ski pass, you've got the ticket office here. and you've got the machine where you can pick up your online ticket. So I have some very good volunteers with me today, Jim and Ali.
Hello, hello.
Jim and Ali are going to demonstrate how, as a pedestrian, you will travel up the Sportinia chairlift. So you can see on the left, everybody with skis on is going through the turnstiles. You can also probably make out the sign that says Ingresso Pedoni, or pedestrian entrance. So that's the entrance we're going to use now. So a couple of things to note when travelling up the lift. If you keep your poles and your skis all together parallel, that should make it easier. And then, yeah, just hold them, rest them in your lap, make sure you pull down this safety bar, and then just sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey up to Sportinia. So when you start to get close to the end of the lift, remember to lift the bar up. Probably done this a bit early actually, so yeah, wait till you're a little bit closer. And then I don't know if you could see Jim and Ali up in front. If there's two of you on the chairlift, one of you needs to get off each side. So we're coming in, so lift your skis and poles, get ready, shuffle your bum forward a little, and then just step off the lift. Another common question from beginners is which ski pass should they get? Now the Via Lattea do have a beginner ski pass called Invito de Sci, and that just takes you up from town up to Sportinia and back down. Then there's another ski pass called the Snowpark Ski Pass, and that also includes the next lift, which is called Rocce Nere. Both of those ski passes you can only buy a daily pass, so I do know that a lot of beginners just decide to buy the 6-day pass anyway because it saves a bit of hassle. It also means that you're not restricted by which lift you go on, and I would say if you do go for one of the other passes mentioned, make sure you check with your ski instructor each day which pass you should get, because for example, if they wanted to go into the bowl, there's a nice blue run in the bowl that sometimes the schools go into, you wouldn't then be able to get back to Sauze, so just bear that in mind when buying the ski passes. Then, of course, if you are a beginner, you will of course be wanting to have some ski or snowboard lessons. And there's some great options in Sauze. There's some really good ski schools, snowboard schools, and also fantastic private instructors. So if you're arriving at the weekend, you'll be able to join group lessons. If you arrive on Saturday, then you can join 6 days of group lessons starting Sunday morning. If you arrive Sunday, you can join 5 or 3 days of group lessons starting Monday morning. If you arrive on another day of the week, then it would be private lessons. For the group lessons, you can book those directly on our website on sauzeonline.com. We work with the Red Ski School, the Scuola Sci Sauze Sportinia, and have been working with them for many, many years. So you just go onto our website, choose adult ski or child ski or snowboard lessons, find the correct date and the number of days you want to book, and then you can get that all booked online. One of the benefits of booking with us, with Sauze Online, is on the morning of your first day, myself, Sinead, and or James from Sauze Online will be there. We'll be at the meeting point. You just need to come and find us. We get you checked in with the ski school. We explain how everything works, and then we're also in resort and on hand should you have any questions or need any help throughout the week. For private lessons, as I say, there's some fantastic instructors both working for the schools and independently. And if you're coming not at the weekend and can't join the groups and are looking for privates, then just email me, Sinead@sauzeonline.com, and I can give you some more information about the private lessons. So your beginner lessons will start in this area in Sportinia. They tend to start on this fairly flat area, so you can put the skis on, get used to what it feels like to have skis, and then very quickly you would be progressing onto the beginner slope, which is in front of me here. Really lovely big wide slope, which then has the magic carpet or the travelator to bring you up to the top. So ski rental, you will of course need to rent skis, boots, helmet, unless you've bought any of those items for your first ski trip. Normally beginners do go for the kind of bronze or beginner category. They tend to be kind of lighter, more easy to maneuver skis. We do work with several rental shops at Sauze Online. It's also worth mentioning there is one rental shop up in Sportinia, Maison Clotes. It's quite a small shop, but you can, as a beginner, it's a nice option to rent your equipment up in Sportinia, include the storage option, and you can then travel up and down to and from Sportinia in your normal shoes and grab your kit at the top. You do pay a little bit more for rental up in Sportinia, but for some beginners I think it's really worth it. To book that, you just go to sauzeonline.com, go to the ski rental, put in your dates of travel, the dates you'll be skiing, and then for the Sportinia shop, scroll along and find Maison Clotes Sportinia. So at the end of the day, when you finish skiing, it is really important to not ski down as beginners, but to come through here, take the Sportinia chairlift down. You can probably just make out that sign there says pedestrians. So pedestrians, you walk down the little track, come round, and then 2 people at a time jump on the chairlift to go down. So we've just stopped on run 11. Basically this is the reason why as a beginner you should not try and ski down back to the village at the end of the day. This is run 11. It is a nice wide run, but it is a red run. It's very long and it's pretty steep in places. Guys, do you want to ski off, show us a little bit of what red 11's like? Now obviously Jim and Ali have been skiing for some time, but you can see they're both decent skiers, are able to ski 11, but yeah, definitely not a beginner run. So I have just skied down to the bottom of Jovenceau and I'm walking back up to the car. That's it, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you don't know Sauze Online, we also bring you a weekly snow report throughout the winter season, and do subscribe to the channel if you want to see those videos going forward. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it and catch you on the next snow report. Thanks a lot, bye.